Harinam Guru. No, please go ahead. Please, please.
We'll do one more short. Atma Rama Ananda Ramana Atma Rama Ananda Ramana Atma Rama Ananda Ramana Atma Rama Ananda Ramana Achyuta Keshava Hari Narayana Achyuta Keshava Hari Narayana Achyuta Keshava Hari Narayana Achyuta Keshava Hari Narayana Atma रामचंद्र रघुवीरा रामचंद्र रणधीरा रामचंद्र रणधीरा रामचंद्र रघुवीरा रामचंद्र Slowly start to fast. It's happen now.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. हरिनाम संकीर्तन की श्रील प्रभुपाद की निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे।
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So let us all welcome His Grace Madhusudan Vishnu Prabhu with three loud and enthusiastic. Welcome to Gachibowli congregation, Prabhuji. Krishna. So, brief introduction to Prabhuji. First of all, how did we know Prabhuji? So, during COVID period, when we all were thirsty for association, all were stuck in our houses. During that time, His name is Satya Prabhu. Satya Srinivas Prabhu. He introduced us to Prabhuji because Prabhuji was attending some classes of Prabhuji from an institute within ISKCON. So that's how we got to know Prabhuji, and we heard 2 classes, most of it online. But it's nice that Prabhuji is doing a South India tour now. He's going through Hyderabad to Ahobilam and some things are planned. So, Prabhuji is a yogi, a monk, a teacher, a writer, a spiritual lifestyle coach, and well, Prabhuji did also work in IT for some time. TCS lost its best employee at some time. Prabhuji left. So Prabhuji graduated in BTech in computer engineering from SVNIT Surat in 2007 to 11. And Prabhuji took a break in TCS, Tata Consultancy Services on graduation. Prabhuji worked as an academic instructor in Mumbai for 4 years. And then he started Bhakti Yoga since 2008. In 2016, he decided to become a monk. And Prabhuji studied Bhakti Shastri from VIHE, Vrindavan. And at present, Prabhuji is a teacher at a reputed institute such as Vrindavan Institute of Higher Education and IBMV, which is called Bhagavad Mahavidyalaya. Prabhuji is also a director at Simple Vedas, an initiative Prabhuji started. And there are many, like close to 12,000 happy students who attend Prabhuji's classes. Prabhuji has managed 45 plus batches in Krishna conscious preaching. And more than 800 plus talks, 882 to be precise. And his website has more than 600 hours of content, which we all can benefit here from. And we all have been inspired from Prabhuji's talk in the brief time that Prabhuji had given to all of us. During the COVID time, we were excited to have Prabhuji here. And just one day before, the whole world is going to change. You all know why. So, Hari Bol. So let's all welcome once again Prabhuji, 3 loud and enthusiastic. Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Prabhuji is disciple of His Holiness Gopal Swami Maharaj. So we are getting Maharaj Mercy also here today. So thank you, Prabhuji, for coming here. Hare Krishna. Go to database.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. It's my first time in Hyderabad. Very happy to be here. I like it more than Mumbai. So, thank you so much for having me here. It's a pleasure to be here with all of you. We'll do some kirtan.
Yes.
Yeah. Who knows Mridanga?
You
You know? Any karta, please. So we'll take the episode of Vritrasura from Srimad Bhagavatam, some verses from that past time, and take some lessons. You all understand English, right?
Yes.
Hindi also?
Yes.
Mix.
Yes.
One pure language.
Mix we pakka understand.
Mix pakka hai. But I don't know Telugu, so don't ask about Telugu. No. Fine then, English and English. Okay. Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam Mahapuran ki Jai, Ekadashi Mahamahotsav ki Jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya 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 Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jaya Mudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Tadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sarana Raghunatham Vikantam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Harijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahakanam Adita Shri Vishakamitamscha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namane Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gaurashe Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी कृष्णानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So I thank all of you for being here tonight. We are going to discuss on Srimad Bhagavatam, this pastime of Vritrasura. Of course, we don't have time to take you through the entire story, but I just wanted to highlight on certain key points which are very helpful as a practitioner of Krishna consciousness. I'll just begin with a question. The question is very simple. No, it's okay. I'm using my phone. I'll tell you the verse, so you just go to that verse later on. Fine? You can open the verse from chapter 7 or chapter 9, first verse, canto 6. You all can hear me clearly?
Yes.
You're able to see the screen also?
Yes.
So, how many of you have seen Krishna in your dream?
Krishna in your
Dream? No. Don't be modest. Don't be humble. Krishna has come to your dream never?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So let's say tonight you go to sleep and Krishna comes to your dream and Krishna promises you. Krishna says, just like I promised Arjuna on the battlefield, Arjuna, you fight this battle and you will emerge victorious. And I also gave a proof to Arjuna. I showed him universal form. मैंने विश्व रूप दिखाया अर्जुन को. So proof भी दिखाया कि कौरव में सब मारे गए. Everyone in the Kaurava side is dying. Bhishma is dying, Drona is dying, Karna is dying, right? And you Pandavas are going to survive. Like that, I promise you, my dear devotee, tomorrow, whatever efforts you put will be completely successful. You're going to start a new business venture, you'll make 100 CR. You're starting a new center, 1,000 people will come. So Krishna makes such promises to us. If tomorrow you're going to make idli sambar, that will be the best idli sambar in the world. Then the morning you get it will be super excited, right or wrong? Yes. You'll have a different energy that day. Everyone around will be shocked. Mataji, Prabhuji, what happened? Right? You're carrying a different energy today. You're so enthusiastic, right? Isn't it? The reason of that enthusiasm will be excitement will be Krishna promised me success. Krishna promised me success in my efforts. I'm a devotee of Krishna. I want to preach Krishna consciousness, and Krishna is telling to start the center, 1,000 people first day. I'm a devotee of Krishna. I want to start a business for Krishna, and Krishna is promising me 100 CR. Right? I want to cook for Krishna, and that idli will be the best idli in the world. Super excited, right? Let's say Krishna comes to your dream, and Krishna does, Mataji, the idli you are going to make will be the worst idli in the world. Right? So tomorrow you get up, are you going to make idli? No. Right? Krishna comes to our dream and Krishna says, we're going to start this business. Instead of making any money, you're going to lose all your money. Will I start such a business? And let's say if I start also, will I be excited about it? Will I be enthusiastic? No, right? Isn't it? Krishna told Arjuna, Arjuna, you fight. I am standing in front of you and I promise you success. So one may say, so then Arjuna has to be enthusiastic, Bhagavan is promising you success. Why should be morose? You should be happy, you should be excited, you should be enthusiastic, you should be feeling at the top of the world. Isn't it? But then, when you look at the story of Vitrasur, the situation is completely different. For Arjuna, the match was fixed. Right? He is going to win. For Vitrasur, the match is fixed. You are going to die. Right? You are going to die. And you are going to die at the hands of whom? A better devotee than you? No. You're going to die at the hands of a person who's not a good devotee like you. But at the same time, you know what? Vitrasur is 5 times, 10 times more excited and enthusiastic than Arjuna. You know why? Because Vitrasur understood Bhagavad Gita. And Arjuna also understood Bhagavad Gita. But if Krishna tells us, you make idli tomorrow, that's going to be the worst idli of the whole world, will not make idli. Because you have not understood Bhagavad Gita. So this is actually a prime lesson that I wanted to drive home through this Kolkata. And what is actually the teaching of Gita, which a devotee or a pure devotee of Krishna understands, which we may not sometimes understand. That's why I asked you that question. If Krishna comes and promises success, will be hip hip hooray, right? And if Krishna comes and promises failure, we will say, why me, Krishna? Right? Isn't it? But here Vitrasur is teaching us something very different. He's teaching us the science of pure devotional service. Right? He's super excited that I'm going to fight. This is going to be my best fight. I am not going to leave any room. I'll give my best. And I know after I give my best, I'm going to die. And he's so excited. He's so happy. But on the other hand, Indra, though he is promised by Lord Vishnu, though he is promised by the sage, the Rishi Muni, and though his enemy is telling me, Arey, come on, kill me, I'm going to die. He's morose. He's sad. He's going to be the king of heaven again, but he's sad. And Vitrasur is going to die and he's happy. He's celebrating. Right? So, I don't have time to explain to you Bhagavad Gita. But I am just giving a question. Next time you study Bhagavad Gita, think whether you really understand or not. And if you think you understand, then ask this question. If Krishna comes to my dream and Krishna tells me, I'm going to give you failure tomorrow, will I be happy that day? If I be happy that day, I've understood Bhagavad Gita. Right? If I'll not be happy that day, if I'm right now getting scared of that thought, I've not understood Bhagavad Gita yet. Right? So how the story begins, first verse from Canto 6, chapter 7, Shloka 1. Right? Parikshit Maharaj is inquiring from Shukdev. You can see the verse? Yes. Right. So we'll just chant few verses, not all the verses. And please don't feel offended if I'm not able to complete the whole section today because we don't have so much time. So I'll leave it somewhere and maybe next time when I come, I complete. Right? So then I have an excuse to come again. Sorry. Of course, let's see what's Krishna's plan. But I like this place. Hyderabad is a nice city. Nice. Not like Mumbai. Mumbai is too crowded. So, I'm not joking. As soon as I landed, I told Prabhu, right? This city is nice. I felt like that. Good. It's good. You can see the sky. In Mumbai, you can't see the sky also.
You can choose to relocate.
Huh? No. Not that much. So, verse number 1. Shri Rajo Vacha. Yeah, please see. Shri Rajo Vacha. The Matajis can see, right?
Yeah.
Kasya heto parityakta आचार्येणात्मनः सुरः एतदाचक्ष्व भगवान् शिष्याणाम् अक्रमं गुरो. Translation: Maharaj Parishit inquired from Shukdev Goswami, O great sage, why did the spiritual master of the demigods, Brihaspati, reject the demigods who were his own disciples? Let me ask a simple question. A husband can reject his wife, right? Or a wife can reject his husband, right? Isn't it? But can a husband reject someone else's wife? No, right? No. So here, Parikshit Maharaj is saying, they are his disciples. Why did he reject them? Now, you are not going to reject someone else's disciples. If a guru is going to reject, guru is going to reject his own disciples. Why is he asking? Why did he reject demigods who were his own disciples? You're getting the point? Right? You cannot reject someone else's disciples, isn't it? You can reject your own disciples. So why is he asking that question? Because once I heard from the mouth of a sannyasi, a Vaishnava, very nice devotee in the movement, he said, the amount of mistakes you can do as a disciple is very less compared to the amount of forgiveness the Guru has for you. So that's why it's not easy for a Guru to reject even his own disciple. Which means Parikshit Maharaj is indirectly saying, Indra must have done a very big blunder. Then only Brihaspati has rejected him. Otherwise, the Guru does not reject. Because the compassion in the heart of the Guru is much more than the offensive mentality of the disciple. Isn't it? Right? That's why he's asking this question. Why did he reject? He wanted to know the severity of the offense that the demigods committed at the lotus feet of Brihaspati. So that's how the question began. So then Shukdev Goswami starts telling the story. Right? He says, one day Indra was sitting in his court. His wife, whose name is Sachi, very nice, sitting next to him. And all the demigods, like Gandharvas, Kinnaras, they were sitting in the court in this position. And suddenly in the morning time, Brihaspati entered the court. Everyone stood up. But this personality known as Indra, the king of heaven, he thought, he's every day coming and going. And every day I stand. Today I'll not stand. What's the problem? One day excuse, I'll not stand. So he did not stand. So Brihaspati came, he saw everyone is standing, and this fellow is not standing. So immediately, without sitting on a seat, he left. He just exited from there. Immediately, as soon as he left, Indra felt, I have done a mistake. As a devotee, we can do mistakes. So we should know that. I mean, it's not an excuse to do mistakes. But as a devotee, we can do mistakes. Neither should we get into depression that I have done some mistake. Nor should we, as devotees, too much find fault with someone who has done a mistake. Why? Because the difference between a demigod and a demon is not that demigods don't do mistakes and demons do mistakes. That's not what Bhagavad Gita tells. Bhagavad Gita tells the difference is when the demigod does a mistake, he or she realizes it. When a demon does it, he or she does not realize it. Not that demigods don't do mistakes. Right? So Indra, when he did the mistake, immediately, because he is connected to Paramatma in the heart, the voice from inside said, you are wrong. You did something wrong. And you could hear that voice. So he felt sad. He started condemning himself. That because of this opulence, because of this position, I became so proud that I missed to offer respects to my spiritual master. I am what I am because of the grace of my guru. If I don't respect my guru, I'm nothing. Right? So he realized. And that's why, as members of this devotee society, before we point out a devotee's mistake, we should give that devotee some time, some space to himself or herself realize the mistake. Right? We should not jump on that moment. Let me take this opportunity, and point out, right? Because if that devotee is sincere, Krishna will tell from his side. Krishna will tell. So immediately Indra realized, and Indra was like, alas, shame on me. I should not have done this. Now he felt, now I should quickly go and beg forgiveness from my spiritual master. Left the court. He started running behind the spiritual master just to find him, where is he. But this time Brihaspati was like, too much of you, huh? Now I want to teach you a lesson. So what did Brihaspati do? He became invisible. Disappeared. And Indra tried to find everywhere, but he could not find Brihaspati. Right? And now he started to realize, because my spiritual master is not happy with me. This is another thing which we as devotees should feel, or we should be sensitive towards, Like, give you a simple example. How many of you use a mobile phone? All of us. How many of you has a bank account? Right? I'm not going to ask how much there. You have a bank account, right? Isn't it? How many of you do online banking? If someone deposits 1,000 rupees in a bank account, do you get a notification? When you spend some money, do you get a notification? So you understand, right? Something came and something went out. We should be that much Krishna conscious that when we get a blessing of Krishna, we should get a notification inside. We should be that much connected, right? And when we do something wrong, still again we should get a notification. So we should do an audit every day. How many notifications came? Right? How much was credited and how much was? It's not a joke, actually. We should be that much Krishna conscious. Right? That throughout the day, whatever I did, is my spiritual master, the Vaishnavas, is Krishna happy with me or not? Isn't it? So Indra realized, and Indra was looking after his guru, but he could not find it. So he understood, because of this offense of mine, my opulence is going to go down now. I'm going to soon lose my. It's said that if you offend someone superior, you lose your age, you lose your fame, you lose your opulence, you lose your success, you lose your glory. So Indra could start feeling that something is happening. My account is getting empty now, right? And at that moment, the demons, they just jumped on that opportunity. They waged a war against the demigods and defeated. And now Indra goes to Brahma, please help me. We all are without home now. Right? From this. So Brahma says, you already know what you have done. You offended your guru. The demons, they served their guru. So they got wealth, they got opulence, they got power. And though they are weaker than you and you are stronger than them, because they have the mercy of their guru, they became victorious. And you lost. Right? So then Brahmaji said, okay, now I'll give you another guru. You go to a second guru. And with the help of that guru, you will be able to become the king of heaven again. So, how many of you know this pastime actually, in detail? You know it? थोड़ा सुना है, कुछ सुना है, right? Isn't it? So what happened is, Indra was sent to a personality whose name was Vishwarupa. What was his name? And Vishwarupa was the son of an elder brother of Indra. Okay. Indra is the son of whom? Kashyapa Muni. Very good. Come on, this boy is nice. Huh? You know, nice. So Kashyap, and the wife is? Very good. So Indra is the son of Aditi and Kashyap. And they have how many children? 12. Right? 12 Adityas. No? Correct. So Twashta is one of the sons of Aditi. And Vishwarup is the son of Twashta. Right? So Indra was told, your brother Twashta is there. He has a son Vishwarup. He is a brahmachari, very nice brahmana. He'll become your guru, priest. So you go to him. You ask him to be your guru. So he'll do yajnas on your behalf. Then you get a lot of wealth and strength, and then you defeat the demons. Right? Now Twashta happened to get married to a Daitya lady. Daitya means who are sons of Aditya, which means the demons. So he is a demigod and he got married to a demon whose name was Rachana. So Vishwarup is son of a demigod and a demon. Mother is coming from Daitya family, father is coming from Aditya family. Right? So Brahmaji told Indra, you see, Vishwarup is a very nice boy. He will benefit you a lot. But you know, he has a fault. What is that fault? Because his Mamaji is Daitya. So sometimes he may do something in favor of Mamaji. And his Mamaji means your enemy. So don't mind. You don't mind. You know, sometimes he may do this. You understanding?
Yes.
Understanding the situation? Right? Later on, Indra killed Vishwarup. Later on, Indra killed Vishwarup. Because Vishwarupa did a mistake. Now let me tell you the middle part of the story. So Indra with the demigods, they go to Vishwarup. And they tell Vishwarup, you know what is the duty of a son? Vishwarup said, what is the duty of a son? To serve the parents. So Indra is indirectly telling, I am also your chacha, no? I am also your parent. So the duty of a son is to serve the parents. And if you are a brahmachari, that's the only duty you have. So Vishwarup, you are a brahmachari. Right? So Vishnu said, don't give me knowledge, tell me what you want. What do you want? Directly tell, kya chahiye? So Indra said, you see, the demigods, all of us, we are your relatives, we are like your parents, we are in trouble, the demons have defeated us. So please become our priest, become our guru. Vishnu says, I am younger to you, how can I become your guru? You should find someone who is superior. I cannot become your guru. So Indra said, no, we request you. So then Vishwarup says, okay, I take it up as a seva. Though I know by doing this seva, I am going to only lose. I lose my Brahma Tejas, I lose all my punya, everything I lose. Because to be a priest or Purohit means you take the karma of your Yajman. Right? So he said, I am a brahmachari happy, I have attained some power, some austerity I did. And because I will become your Purohit, I am going to lose everything. But still, since you are my superior, if you ask me for my life also, I will give. You are just asking me to become your priest. It's okay. Challenge. I'll agree. I'll do this as a seva. So Vishwarupa agreed to become the priest of Indra and the other demigods. And because of his tapasya, yajna, everything, Indra emerged victorious and he again became the king of heaven. So one day, when Vishwarupa was doing yajna, he had 3 months. 3 months, right? So he was chanting with 3 months. So with one mouth, he was giving the offering to Indra. With other mouth, he was giving the offering to Agni. And with the third mouth, he was giving offering to the demons. Mama. Right? And Indra noticed it one day. He became so angry. He took his sword and he cut all the three heads of Vishnu. आचार्य से से इतना गुस्सा आ रहा था तो दो सिर काटता ना या फिर एक सिर काटता ना जिससे डेमिगॉड्स के लिए डीमंस के लिए दे रहे थे right he was giving two mouths for demigods benefit one mouth for demon तो गुस्सा आया तो एक काट देता तीनों का तीनों क्यों काटा isn't it उस दो से तो आपका ही लाभ कर रहा था so there when I was thinking about it I came across a lesson which is very important for us. What is that? You know, when Brahma appointed Vishwarupa as a guru for Indra, Brahma directly told Indra कि उसमें दोष है. He has some fault. But you know what? Though he has fault, he is going to work for your benefit. And he is going to only contribute positively in your life. So tolerate his fault. Right? Similarly, when you are having a relationship with devotees, world superiors, Siksha Guru, project leaders, managers, or let's say even your spouse who is a devotee, anyone, they have faults, accept it. But know one thing, they are working for your benefit. Isn't it? Let's not be so idealistic that my counselor should be 100% pure, perfect. Right? My project manager should be like this without faults. Should not do any mistake at all. My Bhakti Diksha leader should never say something which is below standard. No, accept it. Because we are not pure devotees, we will have faults. We are not living in the group of those who have come from Golok directly. Right? Isn't it? So neglect that fault. Why? Because the good we are getting from devotees is a lot more than the faults they have. Ramaji told Indra that Vishwarupa has this fault, but he's going to work for your benefit. So you excuse him. You know? But हम लोग क्या करते हैं? Someone has done 100 good things for us, and then if that person does one thing wrong, right? We forget all 100. And we just start focusing on that one thing. Why Prabhuji ने मुझे ऐसा क्यों बोला? Right? Isn't it? But वो प्रभुजी आपको भक्ति में लाए. तो प्रभुजी ने कितना पापड़ बेला आपको भक्ति में लाने के लिए. है ना? उसके बारे में नहीं सोचा. है कि नहीं? वो माता जी ने मुझे ऐसा क्यों बोला? है उस माता जी का हाथ का बना प्रसाद आप 100 दिन से खा रहे हो. उससे आपका भक्ति में वृद्धि हो रहा है. बोल दिया तो बोल दिया ना, क्या प्रॉब्लम है? Isn't it? So we have to learn to accept people with their faults. After all, they are working for our benefit. Right or wrong?
Yes.
Isn't it? Correct? So Brahmaji told Indra, he has fault, but don't mind it. Don't mind it. Because after all, he's working for your benefit. Isn't it? So that's how our attitude should be towards devotees. That devotee can be our friend, can be in our community, in our sangha, can be our family member, anyone. But accept them with those faults. Right or wrong?
Right.
Isn't it? But Indra did a mistake. क्या किया? मार ही दिया. इसको मार दिया, गुरु को मार दिया. Isn't it? He did one offense, which was he did not respect his guru, which led to a second offense, which is killing a guru, which led to a third offense, killing a Mahabharata Vaishnava. You seeing it? In the first offense, did not respect his guru, led to second offense, killed his guru. Third offense, killed a Mahabharata Vaishnava. So that's how serious it is. Right? So now this was the situation. He killed Vishwarupa. And when he killed Vishwarupa, his father Twashta got really angry. How did you kill my son? So then you know that Twashta did a yajna. And the purpose of that yajna was let the enemies of Indra increase more and more and more so that Indra will be finished. But there was some mistake in chanting, isn't it? And the meaning became Indra, who is our enemy, let him flourish in his strength. Right? So from that yajna, a demon came out. The demon was huge, touching the sky. You can study in Srimad Bhagavatam, the description is given, right? The hairs of that demon was scattering the clouds. And when he was sticking his tongue out, the tongue was licking the stars. Very, very fearsome looking demon. Copper color beard and hairs and all that. And when he came out, all the demigods became so scared. This is the end of life now. They immediately took their weapons and they attacked that demon with all their weapons. And this person, he ate all of it. So then they ran for help. Brahma, what should be done? At that time, Indra started praying to Lord Vishnu. He said, at this moment, you can only help us. So he said such nice prayers, which are the prayers of a pure devotee. When Lord Vishnu came to give darshan to Indra, he told Indra, तुम्हारा प्रार्थना तो बहुत अच्छा था, लेकिन तुम्हारा इच्छा इतना अच्छा नहीं है. Your prayers are very nice, of highest level, but your desire is not very nice. You want me to kill this demon, why should I kill? You kill, no? He's your enemy. मेरा क्या बिगाड़ा है उसने? So then Lord Vishnu, that's a nice prayer, long section, I'm not taking it. So then Lord Vishnu told, okay, I'll give you the solution. You go to the Gachibowli and you ask for his bones. Right? Now this whole pastime is so instructive. It is teaching us that when you want something for your own material sense gratification, you can really become a shameless person. You can really become a shameless person. How Indra became shameless? How did he become shameless? Now if you don't know the story, you'll understand. And if you know the story, maybe you never focused on it. Lord Vishnu told Indra, you go to the Gachibowli and you ask the Gachibowli for his bones. And you don't go alone, you take Ashwini Kumars with you. Right? Now why it was like this? Actually in the past it so happened, the Gachibowli did lot of tapasya and he became self-realized. Right? So the Ashwini Kumaras, they went to the Gachibowli telling him, become our guru and give us the knowledge of Narayan Kavacha. The Gachibowli said, okay. Just after they left, because Indra did not like Ashwini Kumar, Indra came to the spot and told the Gachibowli, if you teach them Narayan Kavach, I am going to cut you and kill you. That was the dhamki he gave. Fine. So the Gachibowli said, okay, now I am going to lose my life. What to do? Indra left from there, the Ashwini Kumars came right back. Said, Indra gave this dhamki, no? We have a solution. What is the solution? We will cut your head. So Dadiji said, he's going to cut my head, you are also going to cut my head. What is the solution then? Right? Said, no, we'll cut your head and then we'll put the head of a horse there. With the mouth of the horse, you give us the knowledge of Narayan Kavach. Okay? Then we go from here, Indra will come and cut the head of the horse. We'll come back with your real head and put it back. So I also win, you also win, Indra also, whatever he wants to do, he can do. So this is nice idea, So then Ashwini said, you have faith on us that we can do this. That he said, yes, you can do it because you are a physician, you can do surgery. Right? So Dadiji gave the knowledge of Vedas, Narayan Kavach through the mouth of a horse. Okay? And that's exactly what happened. He gave the knowledge. Indra came. He cut the head. Ashwini Kumar's, they had refrigerated the head. They brought it back and then put it on the, neck of the Dichi, and he's alive again. Now you see, Lord Vishnu is telling, go to the Dichi. Whose head you had? And you ask that person for his ghost. Right? And you take Ashwini Kumar with you. It's like, you embarrass that person to hell. And still Indra did it. Why? Shameless. Material sense gratification. If you have a hunger for it, it makes you shameless. It makes you shameless. Isn't it shamelessness? I mean, you kill that person, Baba. And now you're going again to that person asking for favor. That give me your books. Why? Because I want to become the king of. He is playing such a fantastic role. So show us the reality of material sense gratification. It makes you crazy. It makes you really, really crazy. Recently, one lady was telling me, she came to Krishna consciousness now. So she was telling me that, very pitiable story. So she was telling me that, her husband doesn't work, she works. So when she started coming to temple, the husband started stopping her. Why are you going to temple? Auto rickshaw ka bhada lagta hai. You don't have money, right? Why are you going to temple, spending time there? Why are you making new friends and all that? And when she started talking to people in the temple, he was like, no, don't make new friendship, don't make new relationship, all that stuff. Don't wear this, don't wear that. But when they needed money, and she was like, I'll start my YouTube channel, and I'll wear short clothes. I'll do sessions on yoga, I'll do sessions on this, on that. The husband was super excited. Yes, I'll shoot for you. I'll record for you. So this lady was thinking, see, just because he has this desire that I should earn and provide for the family, he became so shameless. That he was ready to shoot for me, which my mother did not like, which my sisters did not like, which my family members did not like. But when I'm going to temple, then this person is saying, auto ka bhada lagta hai. Material sense gratification can make one very, very shameless. Linda is teaching that. Right? So he was so embarrassed, but still he went to the Dichi. And he told the Dichi, I want your books. The Dichi said, even a parent does not ask the child for his life. And a parent also does not have the right to ask. Secondly, कोई ऐसा माता पिता है जो बोल सकता है मैंने तुमको जन्म दिया चलो अभी वापस. No parent will do that ever. So Dadiji said, even Vishnu, who is our father, never will ask for our life. Who are you to ask me for my life? Right? Don't you feel ashamed? One's life is the most dear thing one has. Why should I give it to you? Indra said, sadhu ho na. Sadhu ka kartavya hai dusron ka seva karna. You should serve others. You see, again, this is again heights of shamelessness. Sadhu ka kartavya hai seva karna. Humko seva karna chahiye. Dadiji, he was self-realized. He said, okay, I agree. No problem. I give. But he wanted to, all that conversation is there, that conversation is there to show to the world how Indra had become shameless. So he did that conversation and said, okay, I give. So he left his life, and at that time a cow came. The cow licked off the skin of the sage. And when the flesh was licked off, the bones were left behind. So 100 bones were there. So Vishwakarma, he took those 100 bones, the power of those bones, and invested those power into the Vajra, thunderbolt weapon of Indra. And then Indra was promised, use this thunderbolt to kill this demon called Vikas. Lord Vishnu gave the promise to him. You use this Vajra to kill Vikas. The Dichi also said, you can kill Vitrasura. Right? But Indra is not yet confident. Vitrasura has to tell Indra, be confident. You will win, I will land. He has to remind. Right, but Indra is not confident. So I'll not tell the whole story. The description is there. There's fight. So Indra starts losing, and then Indra becomes afraid. Right? Indra throws his club, and Vitrasura takes the club and hits on the elephant Airavata. Then Airavata goes 15 yards off, falls on the floor. Then Vitrasura had a chance to beat Indra also, and Indra would have died if Vitrasura would have hit Indra. But Vitrasura did not hit Indra. It's okay, chhod diya. So at that time, you can see it is a painting, very beautiful painting. Vitrasura is so huge and Indra is so tiny. Right? So tiny, it's like a mosquito. And Vitrasura is telling, that weapon you have, you throw it. I'm telling you, I'm going to die. And Indra is thinking, अगर इसको भी खा गया तो मैं तो कहीं का नहीं रहूँगा, right? I'll be nowhere. And that time you study something very interesting. I was sharing with devotees, so this realization came to me. Vitrasura, because it's in a demon's body, he uses filthy words. He uses slang words towards Indra, right? So I thought, of course, please, we can't do that. But I thought, how many of us has used the word rascal in our day-to-day vocabulary, in our speech? We don't, right? We don't, isn't it? Maybe before coming to Krishna consciously, we said bad words. But that also not everyone, no? Not everyone, correct? But Prabhupada, every lecture. Right? Isn't it? Prabhupada ji rascal bolte Bhagavatam gaye. Right? Isn't it? हमने रास्ते में बोला भी नहीं होगा फिर भी हम नहीं जाने वाले. Right? Isn't it? Here Vitrasura is using filthy words, but he's going back to God. Indra is not using filthy words, but he's going to stay in material world. Which means what? Pure devotional service समझना इतना आसान नहीं है. Right? He's a demon, but he's a pure devotee. Indra is a demigod, but he's not a pure devotee. Not a pure devotee. But he's a demon, he's a pure devotee. Of course, now from tomorrow don't start saying rascal. ऐसा नहीं रास्ता बोलने से भगवान जाने को मिलता है. I am just trying to tell you that try to understand here. Don't look at the surface level, right? The lesson is, when you see fault in someone, don't think that he is not a devotee. Right? That's why Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Api chet sudracharo bhajate mam ananyata sadhureva samantavya samyak vyavasvati saha. When you see fault in someone, that does not make that person a non-devotee. Vitrasura had so many faults. You look at his language, what he's saying, right? He's saying, तुम सबको मार के तुम्हारी जो हड्डी है, तुम्हारी जो खोपड़ी है, वो मैं काल भैरव को अर्पित करने वाला हूँ. जो खून निकलेगा उससे मैं अभिषेक करने वाला हूँ. He's using such things. And you mean, ये कैसा भक्त है यार? कैसा devotee है ये? But while he's speaking all this, he gets into bhav, ecstasy आ जाता है उनको. And then he starts realizing from his past life, I'm a devotee. Then he tells Indra, come on, hit me, I want to go back to God. मुझे जाना है अभी, मारो मुझे, मैं wait कर रहा हूँ. I want to meet Krishna soon. Why are you not killing me? and he implores Indra. At that moment, Indra suddenly realizes, "Ki, I am going to win. I am going to become the king of heaven. All my desires are getting fulfilled, but I am morose. This man is going to lose. This man is going to die. But he is so happy. Why?" And then Indra says, "Salute to you. You are a pure devotee of Krishna. And because you are a pure devotee of Krishna, you are so happy." So I was thinking, this is the beauty of a Vaishnava. That if you are a genuine Vaishnava, आप किसी इंसान के शत्रु भी हो ना, वो शत्रु भी आपको सल्यूट करने वाला है. Why? Because your qualities will be so nice, you'll be able to touch the heart of your enemy also. Here, Vitrasur is Indra's enemy. And while he's dying, he's leaving an impression on Indra's heart. You know, that's such a nice Vaishnava. Though he's my enemy, he is a wonderful Vaishnava. That's how Vaishnavas are. That what to speak of their friends, even for their enemies, they go leaving an impression on their mind that yes, this is a nice man, he's a good person. That's Vaishnavism. Right? You meet anyone, you touch the heart of that person. So at that moment, Indra suddenly realized that I should actually respect this person. He's so great. Such a nice Vaishnava. Look at his thoughts. Look at his sentiments. उसको मुझसे ज़्यादा विश्वास है भगवान के शब्दों में. He has more faith that this Vajra will kill him. I don't have that faith. And he's happily died. So Indra realized it, and Indra was so much glorifying that time. And then Indra took his courage and then he threw that Vajra. It is said it took 1,000 years of demigods just to cut the neck of Vitrasur. The Vajra was going round and round and round and round and round, cutting. But the neck was so thick, it took 1,000 years to cut it. Out of the earth. That was the that was the size of Vitrasur. So the whole pastime ends there, and then Indra is again very sad. Now he's thinking, पहले गुरु का disrespect किया, फिर गुरु को मार दिया, फिर महावैष्णव को मार दिया. Now I want to repent again. Then he's sorry. Then the whole pastime continues, and then the question comes. Suddenly, Parikshit Maharaj says that how did such a demon like Vitrasur suddenly became such a Mahan Vaishnava? Then Shukdev Goswami says, "Oh, in the past life he was Chitraketu Maharaj." And Chitraketu Maharaj. And suddenly he became, a demon because of the curse. So he forgot, I am a devotee. So again a lesson for us. कोई भक्ति में आपसे बाद में आया है, आपसे पहले भी भगवत धाम जा सकता है. Because that person might have stopped at 99.9, and for some time there was a covering of Maya on his eye or her eye, and I am at 10% now. And that person comes through me to Krishna consciousness, but that person goes back to Godhead before me. This is possible, right? So Indra was judging, ये तो demon है, मैं demigod हूँ. But in that battlefield he realized, नहीं, मैं demon हूँ. ये वैष्णव है. He is a Vaishnava, I am a demon. So this is opposite. So that's how we have to be so careful in Vaishnava association. So careful. Who is who we don't know, right? So be very safe. Don't see faults. Even if you see faults, accept it. चलता है. भगवान सुधारेंगे उसको, right? Guru सुधारेंगे, आचार्य सुधारेंगे उसको. If I am authorized to, I can correct. But that also once out of duty, not like I should be behind, Then it may lead to unnecessary offense, right? And we should always look at the good side, the bright side. That because of these Vaishnavas, I am making progress in my Krishna consciousness. Because of these Vaishnavas, I am in Krishna consciousness. So let me accept them the way they are. Very important lesson. So what I'll do is, I'll stop here now. I don't want to overload you. Let me first take question answers. फिर उसके बाद में टाइम बचेगा तो फिर speak something more. Okay, fine. All right. Thank you. Any questions? Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, my question is, even when Indra was doing so many offenses to his guru and Bhagavata, why is he being protected by Vishnu?
Very good question. So Prabhuji is asking, Indra is doing so many offenses, and why is he being protected by Vishnu? Not this time, again and again, right? Because though he does mistake, he's a Vaishnava. So that's the problem. Not a problem. That's the plus point.
If he's a Vaishnava, how can he do mistakes?
Because he's not a pure Vaishnava. Mixed. Material desires are there. But Lord Vishnu or Krishna is like that someone has become a Vaishnava of whatever type, then Krishna considers that as his own. Krishna forgives. That's why we should know one thing very nicely. Someone is a devotee, Panga mat lo. Let the scrutiny of Krishna. Right? Even for Brahmanas, Krishna does not give the right to the king to punish the Brahmana. Pata hai na aapko? You know this? That the king has no right to punish the Brahmanas. Why? Because Krishna considers Brahmanas as his own. Similarly, a Vaishnava is not subject to punishment because Vaishnavas are punished by Krishna only. Krishna will punish them. If they have done something wrong, Krishna will punish them. Right? So we have to be very careful because Krishna considers them as their own, as his own. So Krishna will punish them, rectify them, correct them, but Krishna will never reject them. Never. Never reject them. Because Krishna is very grateful. Okay, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, you got the answer. Right? Right? Krishna, because of that, he accepts.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So coming to that point, Prabhuji, will he ever become a pure devotee? I mean, will Krishna inspire him?
That's up to him, not up to Krishna.
Individuals?
Yeah, it's individual choice. We can remain mixed devotee forever if you want to. And you don't become pure devotee of Krishna because of Krishna's intervention. You become pure devotee of Krishna because of the pure devotee's intervention.
He is realizing every time.
Indra.
Yeah, after mistake, he is realizing.
Yeah, that's because he's a demigod.
But again, he's doing mistake.
Yeah, that's okay. No? It's mixed now, so mixed means anathas are there. Anathas will force you to do something wrong. Heart is not yet pure. Material desires are still there. So material desires will force you to do something wrong. Right? That is the case of every mixed devotee. So Indra to बार-बार highlight में आ जाता है. Right? But that is the case of every mixed devotee. Heart is not pure, so mistake will be there. But Krishna is always using the character of Indra to teach us. Until unless we become completely pure, we will do such things.
So that is doing mistake and realizing.
I mean, it's good if you don't do it again, which means we do a mistake, Krishna punishes us. We can use that as an opportunity to become more pure in our intention. Right? For example, at that moment when Krishna told You go to Dadichi Muni and ask for his bones. Indra could have said, "Na, अरे नहीं यार, स्वर्ग का राजा बनने के लिए मैं किसी का जीवन लूंगा नहीं चाहिए." He had that choice or not? He could have said, right? I don't want to become the king. For me to become the king, if a sage has to lose his life, I don't want. बोल सकता था ना? अब वो बोल देता तो भगवान उसकी कृपा नहीं करते क्या? करते ना? But his desire was still very strong. I want to become the king.
So Krishna is giving opportunities so that like,
Krishna
Indra
will give us
become
opportunities always.
devoted.
You will always get a choice. Do you want to remain the way I am, or do I want to excel to a higher level of devotional service? Krishna will always give us a choice. Now, if I accept the choice, I am promoted. If I don't accept the choice, I stay there. Yeah. Getting it?
Krishna is eagerly waiting that when Indra will become pure. That's all. There is no other
Krishna is waiting for all of us, including Indra.
Hare Krishna Guru. Probably I have two doubts. First one I'll ask is that Brahaspati is a guru
Mm.
and Indra did a mistake.
Mm.
Right? So generally you also said that guru has the capacity to forgive more than how much he can commit a mistake. Of course, guru also has the right to punish.
Yeah.
But if Brahaspati would not have punished Indra, this whole pastime might not have happened.
Correct.
Right? And Brahaspati is a great guru. He would know what is Indra's situation. He's a mixed devotee.
Yes.
So why did he punish?
Why did he?
Why did he punish Indra? I mean, was it a baggage that he was carrying for a long time that he just expressed at that point?
No, no. Again, you see, when we study Srimad Bhagavatam, we should know that all these personalities who are playing a role in Srimad Bhagavatam, they are being used as puppets by Krishna to teach varieties of lessons to us. So that's why there's always this Deva factor, Krishna's icha. That's always there. So Krishna has to somehow or other use them. So that's why these ups and downs, twists and turns are there. Right? That's why we have no problem with Indra as a person. We are just learning from his character. All glories to Indra. Right? Because he is a better devotee than us at present. You know? See, he's being used by Krishna to teach us these lessons. That's the reason. Brihaspati could have forgiven also. But then if he would have forgiven, then all this thing. And at the end, after we discuss all this past time, who is being glorified? Vitrasura. So at the end of the story, Krishna is trying to glorify the pure devotee and pure devotional service. Everyone is becoming like a puppet in that whole show.
Thank you, bro. So second question I asked probably, you said we should be very careful dealing with devotees even when they do faults, because devotees can do faults, that it is possible. And I really like that part. Really, thank you for explaining it in Vishnu story. Now the question I have is, a devotee offending another person who is a devotee or a practicing devotee can be detrimental for him. But sometimes devotees are dealing with difficult people who are not devotees, outside people, right? They are not in devotion, or maybe externally you don't know what they are, but they are not anyway coming to satsangs, or they are not connected anywhere spiritually, you know that. How careful should be a devotee be, even dealing with people who are outside devotion? And does it allow him to
Offend them? No, you should not offend even outside people. Because there is something known as Jiva Prad. Vaishnava Prad is there and Jiva Prad is there. So offending outside people. They are not devotees, but we offend them. So it's problematic because what if they become devotee in the future? Right? So then Vaishnava Prad will be there. Like Dhruv Maharaj. He was not a devotee. right? Suruchi offended him. He became a devotee, so then Suruchi got Vaishnava. That's why we have to be careful. But if you are thinking, hey, this is too far-fetched, वो तो कभी devotee बनेगा ही नहीं. Still, we should not offend, because if when you offend, you are unnecessarily making an enemy. And when you make a snake your enemy, it's not good for you. Right? That's why devotees have to be very smart and diplomatic when you deal with non-devotees. Be smart and diplomatic. That's required. Smart and diplomacy. Which means that you don't have to always tell them that they are wrong. Even if they are wrong and you know. You should be thinking, मेरा काम निकल रहा है कि नहीं निकल रहा है? मेरा काम निकल रहा है तो बस छोड़ो ना यार. उसको बाद में से भक्ति में आना होगा आएगा. मैं क्यों पंगा लूं unnecessary? Right? Because if you make someone your enemy, you are giving that person a chance to do an offense towards you. And if you are a devotee, you are not helping that person in. Because then that person is going to commit an offense towards you. So we have to be like, if मेरा काम बन रहा है, that's okay then. Why should I unnecessarily waste my time in such affairs? Let me focus on something else. So we have to be a little clever, diplomatic, not become a victim of material compassion.
Probably more than a question, I'm just sharing a little reflection that I also have many faults, definitely. But often I see sometimes, devotees, they try to be a devotee when they're between devotees, when they're with non-devotees, they feel that they can afford to be a different person altogether.
Means just to make them happy.
Make them happy or deal with them in the way they want.
Mm.
And I can even use filthy words.
Mm.
I can do anything I want with outside people because I think they are outside people.
No, that's wrong. No?
Absolutely wrong. Many times
That's very wrong. You don't tell them what they should be doing, but you don't compromise on what you should be doing. Very simple, right?
So in essence, what you're saying is we cannot be duplicitous being a devotee, whether you're in satsang or outside.
Yeah, we can. It's not that when I come to temple, I'm a devotee, when I'm outside the temple, I'm not a devotee. That's not good. Yeah, you can hide your devotion, that's okay. If it's required to hide your devotion, you hide it because the other person may not appreciate it, right? So if you don't put your tilak, you can't put your tilak, it's okay. That's fine. But it's not fine to start drinking with them. Right? Just to make them happy. That should not be there. That self-respect I should have. I have taken this path of Vaishnavism. Why should I compromise? I'm not doing anything wrong. Isn't it? Fine, the other person may not respect me or like me for what I am now. But I should have this self-respect that I'm practicing as a Vaishnava. So we should not be then duplicitous or hide. We can hide, but we should not change. Sometimes you need to hide. Because if you really show that you are a devotee, people will then start stamping on you. Like you know that story of Narad Muni and the snake, right? Isn't it? That snake was a very vicious snake, used to always, sting and bite. So then that snake became a devotee in association with Narad Muni. So after he became a devotee, he stopped biting, right? So then Narad Muni came to meet him and the snake said, because I'm not hissing, I'm not biting, I'm doing nothing, people are just coming and, hitting me, beating me. So Narad said, I told you not to bite. I didn't tell you not to hiss. So hiss, we don't bite. So when we are dealing with non-devotees, we have to be a little smart and clever because they are non-devotees. They don't have the value system that we have, right? Isn't it? So you don't become so nice to them, so that they start misusing you or abusing you, isn't it? But at the same time, we should not become like them.
So last thing, if you are seeing that somebody is not a devotee, and you're always thinking like that, he's not a devotee, you're all the time differentiating, he's a devotee and non-devotee. Is that consciousness also right for a devotee? Like you should see good in others is what we always hear from our acharyas. Try to see the good and try to fan the spark of goodness so that opposite person will become a devotee, which is good. But the whole aspect of seeing faults in others, is that eventually going to help? Or what should a devotee do if he sees any faults?
Accept. You see, it's very simple. When I meet a person, if he is a devotee, my way of dealing with that person will be different, right? तो एक डिस्क्रिमिनेशन तो आएगा ही आएगा ना कि डिवोटी है कि नहीं है. अभी डिवोटी है तो आप उसके साथ में बात भी कर लोगे, उसके साथ में खा भी लोगे, उसके साथ में शेयर भी कर लोगे, सब कुछ कर लोगे. नॉन डिवोटी है तो ये सब पॉसिबल नहीं है, right? So that differentiation and discrimination is required. But once you have analyzed and understood, this is not a devotee. After that, I don't have to every day remind myself he is not a devotee. Except करो, non devotee नहीं है, लेकिन वो मेरा कलीग है, और मेरा कलीग है तो मुझे उसके साथ काम करना है. तो मुझे काम करना है तो मुझे मॉर्निंग में गुड मॉर्निंग भी बोलना पड़ेगा, जाते समय गुड बाय भी बोलना पड़ेगा, कभी कभी मुस्कुराना भी पड़ेगा, right? Because I am helping him, he is helping me. Finish. साथ ही साथ उसका भलाई के लिए कभी कभी उसको फंसा देंगे, right? That's all. Finish. What more can I do? So we have to learn to accept people the way they are. Accept them the way they are, and deal with them then in that manner. Finish. Without any revengeful attitude or grudges. And you know, when is that possible? When you are very focused on the goal of your own life. Then you don't have time to waste. Right? फिर ऐसे कि मेरा गोल ये है, बाकी सब साइड, काम से काम. Isn't it? This is my goal. So why am I being nice to this man or this woman? Not because I want to be nice to this man or woman. If I be nice to this man or woman, Krishna will shower mercy on me. And that's my goal. Isn't it? We don't want to become preachers because we are compassionate people. We want to become preachers because if we become preachers, Mahaprabhu will be happy with us. And when Mahaprabhu will be happy with us, though we cannot go back and back to God on our own sadhana, if he'll be happy with us, we may go back and back to God. Right? So let us preach, let us serve, let us do everything we do, not because we are the messiahs, the saviors, just because if you do it, Krishna will bless us. Right? That's the mentality that we should carry. ये हम क्यों कर रहे हैं? प्रभुपाद जी की, कृष्ण की प्रसन्नता के लिए कर रहे हैं, है ना? उसके बाद में whether you are a compassionate soul or you don't have any compassion, no problem, preach. Right? Isn't it? Because just the effort to preach means you are trying to develop some compassion. Karuna आएगी. So we have to be like that I'm doing it for my Guru's happiness, Krishna's happiness. If for their happiness I have to speak sweetly, I'll speak sweetly. If for their happiness I have to shout, I'll shout. Isn't it? Isn't it? If for their happiness I have to save one, I'll save. If for their happiness I have to kill someone, kya? Kya? Don't kill? Kill, Arjuna, kill, na? Isn't it? For their happiness, everything. So we have to come to that level. That is pure devotion. Is it right or wrong?
Yes.
Right. Yeah. आप लोग सोचोगे नहीं हम आपको टेररिस्ट नहीं बना रहे. Right? I'm just telling you that for Krishna, if it is required to be done, everything is fine. You know, so we have to come to that level of thinking. That's why Prabhupada could say, kya? Rascal, because he was not saying rascal because of his own ego. He was saying rascal for Krishna. Right? That's why he was saying rascal.
We have seen a lot of pastimes of Indra being changed. There's a lot of pastimes are there. Indra is actually posed. So once he on all these pastimes, was there a single person?
No. Different. But then we don't get to hear about different Indras much. Right?
My question is on similar basis. This is not the first time Indra offended Brihaspati. Brihaspati, once Indra casually rejected Brihaspati taking the
Garland.
And then Brihaspati cursed him. But this time Brihaspati did not curse him, rather he chose to do. So what is the difference? I mean, from the spiritual master point of view, spiritual master has always tried to correct.
This is also a type of correction.
So, but I was thinking whether it happened in different.
I don't know. I have to check in detail where it is.
But it looked like Brihaspati wanted this pastime to happen.
No, it's not like that. But then I have to really check whether it's the same Indra, it's the same or not. But then it cannot be just Brihaspati's desires. At the end, it has to be seen as Krishna's desire. After all, Brihaspati is doing things as per the instruction of Paramatma inside. That you do this now, you do this now, you do this now, right? We should know one thing, that Guru is never independent. Guru will do things for the disciple as per the Guru is being guided by Krishna. If Krishna will say forgive, Guru will forgive. Krishna will say chastise, chastise. If Krishna will say reject, reject. Guru is not independent. And Krishna knows the whole record. Right? So then Krishna is sometimes behaving in this way, sometimes in that way, through the Guru. At the end,
How can
yeah.
Indra offend his spiritual master twice with that Brihaspati, whether it must be different Indras?
Can offend Indra, can do anything. He offended Krishna also, no? Govardhan Leela happened, and then Satyabhama. So he forgot. Right? He forgot. Let's see. Mataji, does anyone have questions? No? Yes. So let's do Mataji's first. For a long time, we had mic on this side. On that side also. Hare Krishna.
There's no answer said to the answer of Mataji that it's not his desire.
Hmm.
It's the Paramatma that is doing. So,
He is like the master coordinator.
okay. My question is like, just another person asked me, as Krishna calls us to him, you said like it's individual potency. That is, what we choose, we go back or we go in this path or that path. In us also there's a Paramatma.
Hmm.
So, it is the Paramatma's choice or how is the individual choice?
No, it has to be your choice, and Paramatma is going to support you. See, when we talk about us, we are different from demigods. For us, it's all about my choice. But when you talk about personalities like Brihaspati, then they are not so independent, they don't have so much of independent mentality like we have. They almost always listen to Krishna. Sometimes they don't. We almost always, right? So that's why, their situation is different from our situation.
Many of the times we keep on hearing like whatever happens because of the will of God.
Yes,
Other contrary to that, it is like we have to make our individual decisions and we have to choose our own path. So it's a bit.
no. When you say whatever happens is as per the will of the Lord, that means it is always under His control. Like for example, I don't want to be a Krishna conscious person. Does Krishna not have to sanction that desire? He has to, na? If he says, nahi, 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 तुमको devotee बनना ही पड़ेगा. फिर, so for me to go away from Krishna, Krishna only has to allow. That's why nothing happens without the will of the Lord. But that doesn't mean कि Krishna ने मुझे दूर भेज दिया. वो उनके हाथ में. That's why nothing happens without His will.
So even the desire comes from Krishna.
That desire is your choice. That is your freedom. Now you choose this, Krishna will sanction. You choose that, Krishna will sanction. So nothing happens without His will. But that doesn't mean कि वो desire Krishna ने मुझे दिया. नहीं तो फिर injustice हो जाएगा ना. फिर हम बोलेंगे कृष्णा मुझे devotee नहीं बनाया, उसको devotee बनाया. Right? So that is my choice. That's my freedom. That Krishna will not. Yeah?
If somebody wants to assist,
Krishna will help. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Hare Krishna. Dhanavad. Prabhuji, in your lecture you said Abhishek Sudarachan. How many faults can we excuse for a person?
How many faults we can excuse?
Means, how many can we tolerate if they do injustice to us? Doing injustice.
No. It depends on the severity of it. Right? How much severe it is. So if it's like very, very severe, then you talk to that person. You don't have to tolerate. Right? You talk to that person, you get some mediator, like that. So if it is not so severe, it's tolerable, you tolerate. It's not that someone is coming and beating me and I keep on tolerating. No, no, that's not allowed. And that's not humility also. Right? So it depends on the severity of the mistake or the offense, the wrong behavior. Like that. Fine.
Family member side also there will be some opposition.
Yes. Yes.
So how, to what extent should we consider the situation in ourselves?
I mean, you see, it depends that how much you can tolerate and at the same time be Krishna conscious. If it's too against, then you should speak, find a very, if requires, a very, take a severe action also. But if it's not required, कि manage हो जाएगा, manage कर लेना चाहिए, right? And the best thing is that's why when you have problem with your family members stopping you from practicing Krishna consciousness, best is try to hide your Krishna consciousness, which means do that much only how much they can accept in front of them. Rest you do secret, right? I mean, try to do it like that. Till what time? Till the time you can become free. Which means retire. Till the time you retire. After that, no one can tell that this is your duty, that is your duty. Now you're free. Isn't it? So till that time you tolerate. If it's tolerable. If it's not tolerable, then it's very important to have open, healthy discussion. That this is what I want to do, and this is what I expect from you. Okay, you expect this from me, so now let's have a deal. Right? Let's have a deal. So let's have an open discussion. And there's nothing wrong. If you are having a deal because you want to do sense gratification, then Krishna will say you're doing something wrong. But why are you having a deal? Because you want to be a devotee of Krishna. So there's nothing wrong. Right? Then the husband-wife relationship should be like it's a business deal. Because if the husband does not understand the wife and the wife does not understand the husband, then what's the point of husband-wife relationship? Then it's like, चलो शादी हो गई, अभी क्या करें? है ना? अब कुछ तुम्हारी बात, कुछ हमारी बात. It has to go on like a business deal only. What to do, no? If that's what helps you to be Krishna consciousness, let that be. But we cannot leave Krishna consciousness. Fine. क्योंकि मेरे ऊपर सबसे ज्यादा अधिकार कृष्ण का है. सबसे पहला अधिकार और सबसे ज्यादा अधिकार. बाद में बाकी. Right? And sometimes, the other person does not understand it. So we have to tell that very nicely. That, no? So it depends on individual situation, man. But we should always know we cannot leave Krishna consciousness. Cannot. And we should pray to Krishna that please, I need your help, I need your help, I need your help, I need your help. So someday Krishna will take you from that situation and he will do that. Fine. Yeah, thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam.
Mataji side question over? No questions? Okay.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, there will be a past time when some person makes mistake, he will get blessings or thoughts. So I would like to understand what is this blessing and thought. Sometimes we understand that this is a miracle. Somebody thoughts immediately become something. And blessings also will be coming. I would like to understand what is blessings and thoughts.
What is blessing and curse? That is that person's power. That person's Shakti, which has influence on me. So those who are great souls, they have great powers. So they can change the course of our life by cursing us or blessing us. है ना? जैसे आप गाड़ी चला रहे हैं, पुलिस वाला आएगा, इधर से नहीं जाने का, उधर से जाने का, तो क्या करना पड़ेगा? उधर से जाना पड़ेगा. क्यों? पुलिस के पास पावर है आपसे ज़्यादा. Like that, there are personalities who are more powerful than us. So when they bless us or they curse us, our life direction changes.
It is not miracle.
Miracle.
Means we heard that if somebody passes, immediately something will happen.
It will happen. Why not? पुलिस वाले को जब घुमाओ तो घुमाना पड़ेगा. Right? It will happen. Because they are beings more powerful than us. So they can control our life more than us. इसमें समझने में मुश्किल क्या है? Right? Yeah, they can do it. Fine. So, do you have a doubt कि ऐसा कुछ होता है? ऐसा होता है. Someone can be blessed and immediately that person his life can become completely auspicious. Someone can be cursed and his life can immediately become auspicious. Okay, Prabhuji? Any other question? How much time we have? 10 minutes more, right?
We have time.
You have time?
Yes.
Tomorrow holiday, no?
Yeah. It's a deemed holiday. Deemed.
I have two questions. One on Indra. He said Indra is a pure Vaishnava and he's a devotee, right? So he has made a lot of offenses, but technically Indra is a position. So based on his offenses and the position that he's holding is for a duration. So probably based on his karmic actions, will he take a normal human form and reach or is it that since he's a Vaishnava, all these offenses will be forgiven?
Let's not become an astrologer for Indra. वो demigod है, उसको भगवान हैंडल करेंगे. Demigods don't generally easily become humans. You should know.
I'm trying to understand the karmic actions. But
Karmic reaction is there, but the way karmic reactions work for us, they don't work the same for demigods. Right? Traffic rules are different for a person driving a car and person flying the plane. It's not the same, right? है कि नहीं? लाल बत्ती से गाड़ी रुकता है, फ्लाइट नहीं रुकता है. So the way rules are going to apply for us, it's not going to apply the same for demigods. You know, उनके लिए karmic reaction is different now. It's very different, very different, very different. Not like us. They may become, may not become. What will happen? You can't say. We should know one thing: there are two different kinds of demigods. One who has become a demigod because of punya. Other who is made a demigod by Krishna right from birth. Indra is that kind. Indra is not someone who is like, you know, यहाँ पे कुछ पुण्य किया और वहाँ जाके इंद्र बन गया अचानक से. So when you say no, शिने पुण्य मर्त्य लोकम विशन्ति, that is that kind of demigod जिसने थोड़ा सा पुण्य किया, स्वर्ग में गया, तमाशा देखा, वापस आ गया. You know, so शिने पुण्य मर्त्य लोकम विशन्ति means you became a tourist of heaven and then you came back. Temporary visit. Visa लेके गए थे उस समय से. But Indra is what? Indra is the presiding deity, controller. तो उनका उस पद से गिरना बहुत मुश्किल है. उस पद से वो जल्दी से गिरते नहीं है, है ना? पूरा मनवंतर तक तो चलेंगे. फिर उसके बाद भी चांस.
So how come Bali Maharaj become Indra next to
That's like, that is very rare, no? I mean, not an ordinary person. No, Bali Maharaj is not an ordinary person.
So that is also
Yeah.
Krishna only
Correct. Chosen.
chosen, not because of this.
No, not just like that. So that is a very different case. We, when we become demigod, we will also get a chance. If we do punya, we go to heaven. But our situation will like, visa pe aaya. Kadam punya, niche jao. But they are not like that. Special. These personalities are special. That's why we have said that don't offend demigods. Because demigods are very powerful beings. Karma does not function for them the way it functions for us because they are controllers of karma. Right? Not like us. No?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Prabhuji, we discussed.
You had another question, no? Forgot.
Prabhuji, we discussed that the thoughts, Krishna doesn't give you a thought. That thought comes to you because of your nature and because of
Prabhu,
the...
Krishna will facilitate your inclination. Now, if you have a nature, Krishna may also give you thoughts based on that nature. But it's all about what is that nature. That nature is to be an independent enjoyer or to be a servant. अब उसके बाद में इच्छाएं हैं, विचार है, सोच है, भावनाएं हैं, सब कृष्णा के द्वारा ही आने वाली है. But what is that underlying consciousness? That underlying consciousness is, am I servant of Krishna or am independent enjoyer?
So
if I am an independent enjoyer and if I am getting negative thoughts,
Yeah, so Krishna is helping you because you want to independently enjoy. So Krishna facility नहीं देंगे तो कौन देगा?
that question, like Prabhuji, like basically understanding the difference, like it's a very fundamental question that when is free will coming into picture, and when, like we also discussed that all the characters we discussed in today's Leela were facilitated by Krishna to glorify Dhritarashtra. So if any of those characters were not getting that thought, that
But
Leela,
why they were chosen to play that character only? कि उनका भी तो वो इच्छा है.
similar question, Prabhuji, arises like in my mind when I hear about the Jayadratha Leela. So Jayadratha was quite far in the army before when the sun was out, and as soon as the Krishna hit the sun, he immediately came rushing at the front, and that is when Arjuna came. So I always think that how foolish of Jayadratha at that point. So was it his free will that he came out, or was it also like Krishna
Orchestrated by
made
Krishna.
it? Yes. So this is confusing to me, Prabhuji.
So it was his free will to try to kidnap Draupadi. Abhi, this is the consequence of that. So at that time, Krishna told him, "Chalo bhago."
Based on your tendency, you get thoughts.
Based on your tendency, based on your past karma. Right.
Sorry, Prabhu, I'm asking more questions.
No problem.
Yeah, but that sometimes I wonder, like demon means somebody who doesn't follow instructions. In a way, there are some instructions given by God, and he
Yes.
wants to reject those instructions.
Yes. Bhagavad Gita says that.
Yeah. So demoniac mentality. Demigods means who respect the instructions of God. Most of it, at least. Now the question is, if demons are known for not following instructions, then what is the question of having a guru, Shukracharya, for demons? Because Shukracharya's position is like he has disciples who don't follow his instructions anyways.
No, they don't follow instructions as per the Vaishnav path. But it's not that they don't follow any instruction.
But following instructions is surrender.
That's okay. They can be surrendered to a demoniac guru also. What's wrong with it?
I was meditating on the quality of surrender.
You have to follow instructions of Krishna, then you become a demigod, no? Or you have to follow the instructions of the Vedas. Not that just because I am obedient, I am a demigod. If I am obedient towards a demon, then how can I be a demigod? Obedience alone is not sufficient. In that way, you see, sometimes you may have a devotee who is not so obedient, and you may have a non-devotee who is very obedient. नहीं होता है ना. यहाँ भावे जो कर्मी लोग को हम देखते हैं कितना ओबीडियंस के साथ में काम करते हैं, है ना, right? Isn't it? They are so respectful towards their boss. They're so obedient, but they are not devotees. So just the quality of obedience doesn't make one a devotee. Obedience towards whom? That's more important. Not the quality of obedience.
This Guru Shishya aspect, as much it is revered in Vaishnava culture, so the Guru Shishya culture, the demonic side is like a perverted reflection.
It's not perverted reflection. The system is this, that Krishna is given a blessing. You follow your Guru, you'll get auspicious in your life. Now you follow a demonic Guru, you follow a Vaishnava Guru. You follow Guru, you get auspicious. So they are demons, they follow their Guru, they get auspiciousness. But what auspiciousness? Material auspiciousness, not spiritual. If I follow my spiritual Guru, I'll get spiritual auspiciousness. The point is, you follow. That's the point. So your life will be better. But Krishna is not telling, you follow Shukracharya, I'll take you back to Madhusudan. No. You follow Shukracharya, your life will be better than before. But not that it will be as good as the life of Vaishnavas. Right? So that's the point, that you follow an authority, your life is going to be better than before. And that is true, isn't it? अगर हम किसी को obey करते हैं, that person is more knowledgeable than me, experienced than me, then I am having less chances of doing mistakes. So my life will be better. I'll be blessed. So obedience in that way is good. But then it's not that just being obedient makes me a devotee. Right? I was not so obedient to my college seniors. And my friends were very obedient. College seniors बोलते थे, रैगिंग होने वाला है, आ जाना रैग में. सब चले जाते थे, मैं नहीं चाहता था. So in the eyes of my college seniors, I was the most disobedient junior. But then I came to Krishna consciousness. They did not come to Krishna consciousness. Right? So obedience towards whom? That's more important. That's more important. Right?
We were discussing about desire, and that desire being allowed by Krishna. So, from my own example, I am saying, Vishnu Prabhupada was not desired by me, but somebody came and brought me to Krishna consciousness. So, is it due to Gachibowli?
It's due to Agyat Sukriti. Agyat Sukriti.
Only how much time do you want to give?
One more question.
One more. Okay,
Do we how to change the nature of the thoughts?
Do you chant 16 minutes?
Yes.
Do you study books Prabhupada has written?
Not on a regular basis. Definitely like to explore.
You want to be a good devotee of Krishna.
Yes.
You want to be a devotee for your whole life.
Yes.
The thoughts will change. Simple. उससे ज्यादा क्या करेंगे? उससे ज्यादा क्या करेंगे? उतना कीजिए, अपने आप हो जाएगा. कचरा है ना, टाइम लगता है निकलने में. Okay, Prabhuji? Yes. So don't be demoralized or demotivated, discouraged. कचरा बहुत है, जन्मों जन्मों का. Right? सफाई करने में भी टाइम लगने वाला है, समय लगेगा. इसलिए खुद भी निराश नहीं होने का और दूसरे डिवोटी से भी निराश नहीं होने का. टाइम लगेगा. Right? Give yourself sufficient time to change. Because we are in this world for such long time. अभी भक्ति में आया है, वो भी इतना गोलमाल करके आया है. Right? है ना? Isn't it? So it will take time to change. So that's why I asked you, want to chant, you are chanting 60 rounds, you want to be devotee for life, हो गया ना बस. बस वो resolution को you should not break that. कि हाँ, I have come to this path, for my life I am going to stay on this path. उसके बाद में सफाई कृष्ण करने वाला है. He will clean. Because कृष्ण को अपने भक्त करने अच्छे नहीं लगते. जैसे कि किसी भी माँ को अपना बच्चा करना चाहिए. वो चलो ना, तुरंत गंदा कपड़ा निकालो, गो स्नान करो, बच्चों ने स्नान करो, मैं रगड़ के स्नान करूँ। किसी को माँ को अपना बच्चा गंदा पसंद नहीं है, ऐसे भगवान को भी अपना भक्त गंदा पसंद नहीं है। सफाई करेंगे, बस अंदर रहो, हो जाएगा सब। हाँ,
That is all.
हाँ,
That is the hope.
that is all. So just stay, and Krishna will help us. Okay, Prabhuji? Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So we had heard Prabhuji during the COVID time online, and those lectures, the talk was so clear and so crisp and so appealing. And I'm sure all of us experience the same, right, when Prabhuji is here. And I really feel that our association here and the desire to hear is making Krishna send the right people to speak here, right, to transform our hearts. So let us thank Prabhuji with three loud, enthusiastic, heartfelt Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
So Prabhuji is here for some more time, but he is going to Ahobilam. And tomorrow morning, Prabhuji is giving a class in ISKCON Abbots, Srimad Bhagavatam class. If you want to hear, you can go to ISKCON Abbots in the morning. It starts at 8 o'clock and 8 to 9. Then Prabhuji is going to Ahobilam, and Satya Prabhu had told there are 2 more spaces in the car if somebody wants to go to Ahobilam. So you can contact Satya Prabhu if there is a space still available. I don't know. So it's a short trip. Go tomorrow and come back day after. And then Prabhuji is, I think, is going back or is
We
going
are going
forward.
back on Wednesday early morning.
Hare Krishna. Wednesday early
I'm
morning.
sorry, this time we are coming for a short visit. Next time maybe a little longer.
Hari Bol.
If that's what you want.
Hari Bol.
We all want to say loud Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. So your desire is going to be fulfilled. Yeah. So just a couple of announcements. We'll be having Gaurarti now. We're having today's Ekadashi and we're meeting on Ekadashi. Best time to be with each other. And so next week, fortune is just going more and more and more higher. Mercy is just falling more and more and more. On Friday morning, on the Republic Day, Indra Maharaj is going to be here. At 9 o'clock. And 9 o'clock means what time we should be here? 8:30. Prabhuji, your lecture really worked. What you did, this is amazing. Yeah, 8:30 is what Prabhuji told. Okay. Be here.
He is telling for us.
Great sannyas. He's a proper disciple. Very rare to have. And right now in the city, we also have Hyderabad is suddenly blessed, showered. Origin of Prabhu is here. Right? It's happening as we speak. And Dinabandhu Prabhu is going to be here next week as well. Actually, it was planned that Dinabandhu Prabhu is going to come to the center next Sunday, but it's kind of dicey. I'm still working on it. But the mercy is there everywhere. There used to be a disciple of Indraduni Maharaj. So he went and asked, this is a very good friend to me, his name is Vijay Gopal Guru. So he went and asked Indraduni Maharaj, Maharaj, please give me mercy. Please give me mercy, mercy, mercy. We learn this language in ISKCON easily. Please give me mercy, mercy, mercy. Maharaj just looked at him. He said, mercy is there, you are not taking it. Mercy is there everywhere. It's raining, you are not collecting it. Right? So mercy is always there, but we have to take it. So Indraduni Maharaj is coming. He's coming for what? Shower the mercy. Right? Now, are we going to take it or are we going to on a long weekend to somewhere? I don't know. Right? Already we spent a long weekend in the material world. Don't you think so?
Long weekend.
Now let's plan for a weekend that will take us back to the spiritual world. Right? So in long weekends, I would wish to share that when we were in US, long weekend was the best time in Krishna consciousness because there used to be a preacher who would come, he would invite a preacher, and Friday, if it's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Friday morning, Friday afternoon, Friday evening, Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, Sunday morning, Sunday after Sunday. That was a long weekend. Lectures, kirtan, lectures done. And that is something really I miss in after coming back to India because we have so many other things that keep coming. But still, when a long weekend comes, we should try to invest on more devotional activities. It gives us a long stretch of time, isn't it? One day, suddenly you hear an inspiring lecture. Tomorrow morning, you're in office, and again you miss some of it, and then you need a long duration. So please try to invest, right? So Friday morning, Lilananda Maharaj is coming. Saturday and Sunday, there is going to be Japa retreat by Gurujana Prabhu in the temple. So
It starts on 26th.
starting on 26, but 26 we'll be here while the Japa retreat is happening there. But still, you have 2 more days to go. Why don't we invest on that? Right? Why don't we invest on our time so we can go and hear it? These devotees are not ordinary devotees. Without any hesitation, they're pure devotees because they're coming with the same message of Srila Prabhupada, right? And they're very effective in delivering it, and I need it. I'm sure some of you also need it. So why don't we allocate our time in such a way that when they are here, even though they may not come to the center, always we try for these devotees to come here, bless us in this place. But sometimes when they don't come here, doesn't mean that we can't go there. There are 100 reasons why we go to Koti and Rabbits for no reason also sometimes. So that is where our temple is. It's our Mother Mohan temple. Mother Mohan is here, Mother Mohan is there. So please take your time out and go and spend in the temple. Hear this. Even right now, Amor Lila Prabhu is also here. I heard he gave wonderful lectures in the temple. We could not bring him here this time because he is only focusing on youth programs. And he is not this time for congregation, but in future. And in the senior devotees, they are famous because they are pure and they give the message straight, but we don't come to hear them because they are famous. We come to hear them because they can tell the message maybe more effectively. It will go into our hearts, right? So please be attentive and give good attendance even when special devotees are coming or not, because that shows a consistency. Madan Mohan here is watching how you are coming all the time, not just when there are guest lecturers or some seniors. He wants to see that how are we implementing what we hear, like what we heard today, how we implement in future. I'm telling this to myself. So that's the schedule next week. So we have Lilananda Maharaj coming on 26th. If you're fortunate, Madhu Prabhu might come Sunday evening here, right here in this class. And if he doesn't come, wherever he is, I will let you know Sunday morning or Saturday. You can go and attend him there. If he's in Attapur temple, you can go there. If he's in Abbot's temple, you can go there. Wherever. But these are not opportunities that we should lose. And especially such senior devotees. I don't know, they are completely spiritual, but they still are carrying a body which will let them go in some time. And they are in that advanced age, 70s and 80s and 90s. Proper direct disciples, I don't know how much more access we might have. I should not be thinking like that, but I think like that sometimes. That, this is very rare. So please make your time. And how many are excited for tomorrow? Yes? We are all excited for tomorrow. It's a very special day. But I would like to say something. The spirit for us for tomorrow is Seva. The spirit that we have, that we carry for tomorrow, is how can I serve Lord Ram and how can I serve the devotees of Lord Ram? Whether or not they are from Islam. Just want that message to go loud and clear. Because sometimes we have a format of devotion. We have mantra that we chant, we have a way of doing things. We are a part of a bigger spectrum of Sanatana Dharma. We are part of it. Of course, we are special in it. This Prabhupada gave us the highest. I really believe so. But when we are going tomorrow, try not to be unique, try to be a servant. Whatever it is happening in your society, whatever they are doing, be part of it, not being judgmental. And be a servant to their efforts. And if they give us an opportunity, do the best you can. Right? Are you all understanding what I'm saying? Tomorrow is the day to serve, right? And wherever you are, don't sit in your balconies, go down. If something is happening, don't sit in your houses, go out. If you're in the office, if you have an opportunity to serve, and if you have paid leaves, so be it, take a leave. Because tomorrow's day is special. That day will not come again. It's a special day. And it's specially being called out by great acharyas, right? And even many devotees from ISKCON have gone to Ayodhya Dham. They are invited. Some of the sannyasis are going to be there. And ISKCON has put up a big kitchen in Ayodhya, right? You must have seen that. Thousands, right? And Ayodhya is not only in Ayodhya, Ayodhya is also in Hyderabad, provided we want to serve in the same way, right? So treat tomorrow's day in a special way, showing everybody what Prabhupada has made of all of us, right? What Prabhupada's philosophy has made all of us, and how we can collaborate and how we can celebrate along with any institution which is driving the event, whether it is RSS, whether it is Bajrang, whether it is any other. We are here to serve. That should be the motto. And without any judgmental thing, we are going to do our best to serve tomorrow, right? And it's such a special day. For some people, I was so much touched because the aspect of devotion was known to me. I'm talking about this personally on my side. Only when I came to ISKCON. My God, the sacrifice of Prabhupada, the sacrifice of so many great acharyas, the sacrifice, so much that has happened. But when I was hearing the stories of Ayodhya, families who have not eaten grain for 100 years, families who have not worn, shoes for 500 years, some Kshatriya families who lost the temple, they did a war, they lost the temple, and they declared that we don't deserve to wear chappal or wear. These are not ordinary resolutions. They are driving, and it's a day of celebration tomorrow. And we are celebrating for all those sacrifices. All those sacrifices. I recently was hearing from my Guru Maharaj, as well as Radhanath Swami Maharaj, when he went to Ayodhya in 1972. How many heard that small thoughts? Yes. It's so beautiful. He was sitting outside and he saw a bhajan mandali, and some sannyasi was driving that bhajan mandali, and the amount of enthusiasm the sannyasi had, and the pamphlet that he carried, and he showed that pamphlet everywhere that Ram Lala Ayenge. Right? We'll do this bhajan until Ram Lala Ayenge. And maybe they have done bhajan for the last 50 years. And Ram Lala is finally coming. It's such a great thing. And it's not a day to show some other religion that you have got defeated and have won. No. It's a day to tell that our eternal Father is there to shower mercy on all of us, irrespective of what background we come from. And trust me, I have some friends who are from different religions and they are also excited to see this. It is happening across. Of course, there are negative factors many places, and there might be more in certain places. But we are going there to give Ram to everyone. Right? To receive, first of all, to receive. And it is a very special day. I'm telling all this because don't be complacent or don't be inactive tomorrow. Tomorrow is a day ISKCON should be fully active. Right? Somebody told me, Prabhu, you are a Krishna devotee, right? Of course I am a Krishna devotee. And that's why I'm a Ram devotee also. Right? And we know who is Ram, who is Krishna. Right? So let's be enthusiastic. Let's go ahead and do what we are supposed to do. Let's do our part. Let's be part of a bigger drive which is doing this. And let's also pray for the leaders who made this happen. And many leaders who will come in the future who are going to take this forward. Tomorrow is just the first day of a different world. It's being thought so. It's going to be a different world. But who is going to make it different? We have a lot to do after this, right? So Ayodhya Dham ki Jai. Jai Shri Ram. Jai Shri Ram. Jai. Right? Any other announcements if I missed? Hare Krishna. Today's Prashadam is sponsored by Anurala Mataji and Gangadhar Prabhu. May I request to just get up once. So let's pray for them. We want to just pray for you. We can just get up once. Hare Krishna. Let's chant 3 times Hare Krishna mantra. Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Prabhuji, for celebrating here with all of us. Your son's wedding anniversary on 27th. Jai, Jai. So we pray for a very happy Krishna conscious married life for your son and your daughter-in-law, wherever they are. They are in US, right?
Yeah.
Which part of US is it, Mataji?
Dallas, Texas.
They are in Dallas.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
And we are visiting shortly.
So you are also visiting there shortly.
Yeah.
So,
Connect us with those temples.
Hari Bol. Actually, the devotee who has rented us the center is also a preacher in Dallas. Yeah, so we will, I'll give his contact to you. So, you know whom to bless? They are in Dallas, so you know how loudly you have to tell Hari Bol.
Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Hari Bol!
Should have reached Dallas. So, I request everyone to once again thank Madhusudan Vishnu Prabhu for being here. We are very excited, Prabhu. Thank you. And you have seen Hyderabad positively. That's a great sign for us that there is some hope in the city. Please do visit. So let's thank once again the Lord Hari Bol.
Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Hari Bol!
So with,
I have seen the hope because you all are living here and practicing and preaching Krishna consciousness.
we are learning. Hare Krishna. Yeah. So we'll have Gaurati now, Ekadashi. We'll wonderfully dance and do kirtan and we'll do the Gaurati. Yeah. So let's all get up, remove the carpets.
ఆర్తి గుంచుతారా కొంచెం లైన్ ఎలాగేది ఆపడం ఎలాగ ఆపడం ప్రభు